Hi, this is the Anto Stoof channel, and we're here to talk to you about how to make a winning Pinewood Derby car. Step number one, the body. This is what you get, the basic body. What you want to make sure is that you put your back wheel in the slot closest to the back. Okay? That's step one. The other thing, we used a design that was a wedge. Looks like a doorstop. These are all really consistent. If you look at how these work, how they all look. And we've got about 5 or 6 first place finishes here, so it seems to work pretty good. All you got to do is just take a saw and just cut. Use the full length of the car. Okay? So just make a line and then cut. Boom, you're done with the body. Number 2, the axles. These are basically nails. What they've got on these, you may not be able to see it, are little notches here and little pieces of metal that rise up here. You take a file, you get these smooth, then you put it in a drill like this one right here, put it on the highest speed it'll go, and you're going to take your file, do a little bit more work on it, then you're going to take some sandpaper, and then finally polish it with some pumice, wet pumice on an old t-shirt. Work it like this and polish these things super smooth. This is the most important thing. Make sure you've got these things super smooth. Alright? That's the axle. There's going to be 4 wheels in there. I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a big hump right here that comes in these. When they make these wheels, it's a byproduct of the manufacturing. And then this is a little bit rough and this is a bit rough. So you're going to take some sandpaper and smooth that, and smooth that. Make sure you do it equally all the way around. And then if you notice on these wheels, we've pretty much been able to take all that stuff off. And that makes the wheel move smoother up and down the track. Alright, so do that to all 4 wheels. Alright, and so that's the body, the axle, the wheels, the weight. We've got weights on the top. We also, in many cases, use weights in the back, which are actually just nails we put in the back. Do it any way you want, but you want the weights towards the back or a little bit towards the middle. You can buy these at the hobby shop. They come like this, and they're like in 1-ounce increments. You just break them off and just put them right on the top like that or right there. You don't want all the weight in the back or your car will pop up like that. If you want to weigh them, you can take them to any post office and use their scale. Okay, the next thing is alignment. After you got your car pretty much ready, find some smooth area like in your kitchen, on a table, or on the floor, and just notice if it goes straight or if it wants to veer off to the left or the right. That one was pretty straight. You don't want it veering off like that and rubbing up against the area in the middle of the track that rises up. That's going to create friction and slow it down. So you want to make sure that your car is in alignment. If it's veering one way or another, you can gently push your wheels like this and like that, and then try it again. Just keep working it till you get your car running really straight. Okay? You'll want to use lubrication, which is graphite. You absolutely have to have this. You put some here, and you put some here, you put some here. Wherever it's going to rub, if it rubs against the top of this axle or against the body, you're going to need some graphite. When you do that, you work it in there, and you're pretty much going to be ready for your race.